Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Pete. You're watching Pete J. Cooper the Model Builder, back from holiday. Hello, I'm back from holiday, and you've seen some clips in between. You've seen some videos out already. I was back from holiday for quite some time already, but this is the first video I'm making after my holiday. You'll not see the difference if you watch it in the future, so it doesn't matter. But thank you very much for joining me again. We're going on with the Senna build, and we've got the engine right here. I've got the engine right here, which is in a very nice state already, but we're going to put some extra stuff on that and see what that brings. As you can see right here, these are the first stages. So I've got 45 to 50 here, and I've got 51 to 56 there. So we can go on and build on this beautiful build. So let's go straight into it and start this beautiful build with the belly cam. Let's get the packs out. Alright, these are the parts in this stage. A lot of piping, and I'm going to leave it in stage 45 is the first one we start building. Alright, we start with that one, which goes in on a very strange angle, so let's see how we do it. It goes from that point to a point behind there, which is hardly visible at the moment. It needs to go under that. So there's a little pipe there, needs to go under that, otherwise it can't reach that point there. But that makes it so much harder to put it in. That is a horrible one to fit. And I broke one of the pins on one side, but it still got in. Don't know if you can see it properly, but it's this one going on all the way to in the back there. So that's the first one. It took quite some time. Then we get, I think, this one out. Yep. And there's a pin there that it goes on, and it goes through that whole area there. And the horrible thing is there's a pin behind that as well. I hope we put something on it, because otherwise it will be horrible to put on the next part. Alright, then we've got the little black pipe going from one side to the other side of the engine. Oh, on the side of the engine, from that point to that one. No, the inner one, from that point to that point. Wow, this is the whole fiddly part of this whole thing. We did a bit of that already with the power cables, but this ain't easy either. That's on, and we cut a little bit of that because I think it's a little bit too long, but we snip a bit of that. Then we've got a line from that point, can you see that, even from that point to that point there, and we cut off a little piece of that, and we stuffed it up because I got the wrong color out, but we're going to use the silver one now, which I was supposed to use earlier, which goes on to a pin next to the one that we put on first. So from right there, and we're going to put it onto that white thing there. It went on with a twisting motion, so that's that silver thin pipe that you see there going into that point. Last thing we have is a piece of plastic looking like that. We're going to the other side, and we're putting it on that point there. Is there a certain way? Yes, there is a D-shaped pattern. Wow. And we put that little thing on right there. And that's this stage done. Wow. We're going to 46. Yeah, a lot more of the little pipes. And have a look at them, because their static electricity keeps it on the thing. So 46, as you can see there. I think this is the shorter one of the two we do first, and that can go. And then most probably the other one on the other side. So from that point, yeah, from that point, my fingers are in front now. There's a pin right next to the belt there, where this see-through hose goes on. D is the shorter, and this is E, the long one. So we need the shorter one of the two first, the D first, which goes onto the little pin on this side here, and this one goes on this side, which is the longer of the two. I think they will stay. I just need to find out where that one goes. That one goes onto the pin right there, and we're going to the next one, which is a double sack of those two. At the red end we put the pipe, and on the other end we put that opposite of that one, which is right there. All right, and at the end that is what we have. A lot of little things hanging in here. Okay, I think I fixed that pipe, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of loose little things lying around. Is that it? Yeah, you can hardly see it, but it's in there. And we fixed a lot of little things here, but that one's coming loose all. So that's connected right there to there, there. So we're going to put that away and see what we do in 47. At least we have some screws again. 1, 2, 3 parts, as you can see right there. And a silvery part there. So we put that one on that one. And there's probably a screw going in on that other side. The two DPs that you can see right there. The lower ones are supposed to be where you put the screws in. Then, and on top right there, we're going to put this little silvery thing. Might as well put a drop of something in there and push it down. We've done that, and we're not doing anything with that, or we are. On the top one, we're going to put that one and put some more DP screws on to keep that in, and then we're finished. Have a look at the side with the rounded, and I'll show you in a moment. The side with the rounded thing goes in there, and we have that little clump here. 1, 2, 3 DP, and we're going to the next step, which is 48. Okay, we're starting with this one. We've got a nice Lotus logo right there, as you can see. We're starting like so. I'm put DMs in there, so we're getting the oil out as well. And it's pretty simple. We just want to tip off the screw in a little bit of oil, nothing else. So we've put it in right there, and as you can see, there's a little lip that goes in there. Sorry, something that you can go put it in there. Then we push that, and we go to the other side to put the screws in. We dip the tip of the screw in a little bit of oil just to make that a little bit easier. And I need to go for a stronger screwdriver. In the oil a little bit. We're going on to that one, and we put it on like so, as you can see right there, and we're going to put some lovely screws on the back. We're still no, that's not DMs, BMs in this case. Keep your desk as clean as possible. That just helps with everything. So we have that on with two BP screws on the back. Then we're going to get those two out and get a BP screw out to put them together. I'm getting the wrong screw. This is DM, I need a BP, because this is plastic, what I'm holding right now. There we go. We have that Now let's see what we do with that. We put that there. Yeah. Turn it around and put another DP in there. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm screwing it in from the back. So I've done that one, and that is what we just put on. Now let's see what we do next. We take that one out. We take the flat ring. We take, and I need to have a look which one that is. 48G. That's the one with these little things on the back pointing down. Then that one on top of that, and lastly the one looks like that. And the last thing we do is put that on top of it, and we put a DP screw on top of that. Sorry. And I think that is the last step for this stage. We're going quite quickly through it now, after we had those stages with those very fiddly parts. So that is what we have. That one on top of those different rings. I'm going to put that with the engine as well and go to I think we're doing another one, but it's the opposite side of the one we just did. But there are some extra things in there. That's new, that's new. Those we know, that we know. We don't know that yet. We haven't seen those yet, I mean. So this is what we have in 48. I forgot to put that on, so we're going back to that for a second. And I think it goes on like so. I'm pretty much sure it is going on like so. And we get two of those CM screws out, the very tiny ones. So we get the very small screw head as well, which is the PH001. Alright, and then that is what we have. And we're going straight to 49. So these are the parts that we know already. So we can go straight to those. So we've got that one put on and that one put on. So we're getting this one out. And I recognize this from the R that is there. And we're putting it with the pins down. Then we're getting those in. So we've got it like so now. And we're putting this other side on it. Then two DMs, and we'll push the two parts together properly. All right, then we've got those on. That together. That is still a little bit wobbly, as is that, but and there's a slight color difference, it looks. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. If I remember it well, then most probably that will go there. But before we do that, we put that there. And I will put a drop of something on that. So that's on. Then we turn to the other side and that one, and we're going to put some very small RMs on that. And we got that one on, and we got that one on. And I did put a little bit glue under that so it stays in, because it didn't feel well. It wasn't holding as much as I hoped it would. Last stage. Both of them need one of those. Do we have 3 of them? No, I got a spare one. And we put what kind of screw in the back? DM. Yeah, most probably the angle goes with the rest of it. So let's put that screw on. Those have both been put on, as you can see right there with DMs. Am I missing something? I think I'm missing a part. Whoa, okay. No, I'm not missing a part. We're going to that thing. Almost looked like I was missing something. So we're putting this one on first. And have a look, there's a notch there that comes together with that one. Because the one that we're putting on here is not having that notch. And we're putting MMs on top of that. And we're still putting a little bit of oil on it because we're going into metal. Right there. And we're putting another one in. What was I putting in? That's on right there. And putting it in right there. You can stand it on its own because it's metal. And we're putting this one over it. Like so. And the last screw we're putting is a DP on this part. And we'll probably put them together with the engine that we already have. And this is into plastic, so I don't need any oil for that. Ah, this is getting even better. We're putting these two together. So we're taking the engine like we are here. We're pushing it on right there. Then we're taking this part of the engine this way and putting it on there. Then we're putting that one over it. And now we're going to screw the whole thing together. All with DM screws and a lot of little tips in oil. It feels good already. We're going across on the other side. And that is what we have when we put that together. I'm being very careful because I don't want the stuff to get loose. We're going to get a hose on that point there. And most probably on the other side as well. So we've got hose there and maybe you can see it. Well, you can see it. We've got one right there, and there, right next to the brackets that we put into that stuff, that little thing that we just put in. And that is the engine right there. And I don't think we are putting anything else on it. I think that is that little hose that we still do a little something with. Okay, wow. So we have that hose. Is it over or under? Under. We have that hose that came out of right there, and it's underneath that and going all the way to that part of the engine there. And that is the engine in this stage done. That was some builds to do, guys. Let me just turn those lights down a bit so you're not watching my forehead climb or shine. So that is that for this pack. Right there you see the engine, and we have a little extra part and a lot of hoses that are coming out. It's really hard to keep those lines in, and I do want to tell you to be careful handling this part because there's a lot of loose little things coming out and sticking out. Be careful with that. Really be careful with that. But I want to thank you very much again. Please like, subscribe and pass it on, and join me next time on any of my builds. I am home now, but I will start work on Monday, so you'll see videos out, but that will be in my own time and not during work time. So I'll be working in the weekends on making video clips for you and building these beautiful cars that I'm doing because I like to do it and I'd like to show you. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.